who are the only true couples in EastEnders, a question that the r/EastEnders subreddit has the answer to. Somebody's predicting that it's only a matter of time until Phil and Sharon and Alfie and Kat get back together. Now, the current state of play is Alfie is kind of getting with Linda, Kat's with Nish, and we're slowly pushing the boulder up the hill, but like one of them's gotten distracted on the way up. I was like, oh yeah, Kat and Alfie get back together. Phil and Kat split. Oh, it's time. I knew about him cheating on you. Fucking boulders straight back down. It's like, it's the gotcha, bitch. You know, don't fucking when you fall, but if you got a harness on, and it's like, well, it's not from the beginning, but it is at the start again.
Also, it is the Piggy time to bring it up. Alfie is not one to talk about cheating on women because, again, you shagged Hayley Slater.
Yes.
And just another true couple is Bianca and I forget the other guy's name, the bald fella.
Terry.
What? Terry. What?
Terry.
Yeah, it's Bianca and Terry, true love. I'm the only Terry fan, the one and only. He wasn't a great character, but he was a character.
He didn't have a lot of fans, but I was all of them. And it's an interesting state of play, really, because as we've been so far removed, and we haven't had the Kat and Alfie and the Phil and Sharon for a hot minute now. It's been a couple years. They've been doing their own different things. So now it's like turns into a bit more of an interesting thing of like, do people actually want them back? And honestly, I think the Kat and Alfie stands are always going to be there. They are probably one of the, forgetting a lot of the really dodgy returns, they're probably one of the most famous EastEnders couples ever. As are Phil and Sharon, intertwined in one of the biggest fucking love triangles, that being fucking Sharon Gate back in the 90s. Two couples who are very intertwined, but not really having the best time, as they've now become that sad old couple who don't really love each other, but they're just together just because, and that's who they were before they split up. Now, in the meantime, Sharon's obviously dealt with Keanu, which not a finest moments, I won't lie. Definitely glad he's in the past. The Keanu stands are still crying about it. And the Kat and Alfie stands are in relatively low supply, because I think a lot of the fans probably do remember 2018, I'd have to imagine. Like, yeah, sure, there'll be the newer ones who'll just pick up what's been said on screen, but, like, it's quite impressive to know that fucking, I don't know, it does besmirch the legacy. It does leave a fucking stain. It's just a trail of fucking stink, because we know what Alfie did.
See, I would not have a problem with this, right? If Alfie did not say, you're the reason you got or molested or whatever the fucking term is. Boomed.
Yeah, just
like, yeah, like, okay, yeah, sure, insult me, but don't say I'm the reason I got fucking groomed. I'm not gonna be like, oh, come here, take off your pants, I'll suck your fucking cock. Like, no, fuck off.
Yeah,
like, off, mate.
It's like, it's because he took Kat's biggest trauma. The reason why Kat struggles the way she does. The reason she's had such a fucking rough life. Your fault. What the fuck? And like, you can't forget this. You can't forget it.
But I feel like stans will always forget the middle bits, and they'll always be like, yeah, 2018 did happen, but shut your mouth. But it did happen. Shut your mouth. But
I mean,
shut your mouth.
I too like to believe that 2018 didn't happen, but unfortunately, I'm some people being nostalgic for it at this point. I'm just simply glad that I don't have to fucking watch it through for a long time. Like, whatever if we ever get to the point where we have to go through 2018, I hope someone's bankrolling this. I'm not fucking doing that for free. Fuck that.
I'm just gonna be sat there like, Ash, you ready? No, you're not taking me. You're not taking me, lads. You're not taking me. You're not taking me. Fuck off. Just fucking fighting everyone.
Yeah, let's see what people have said. The state of play, and why do we keep going back to the subreddits? Because it's the only real, I say accurate place. It's the only real place where you can get a lot of the general opinions on the state of play. Like, yeah, sure, we do just dunk on it a lot, and we're not just bringing it to dunk on people. We're doing it to just, okay, here's our opinions. We've given our opinions. Now time to see what everybody else is thinking. And, you know, if you're loud enough to put an opinion out there, loud enough to get it fucking put on ice and put on blast and see what happens to it, you know? But yeah, so immediate first comment, no, please, no. Yeah, it's a bit of a, and that times 2, times 3, times 4, times 5, times 100, times 150. Not too many upvotes on the old either couple, but I don't even know where I'm at with any of these couples. We talked about it in the first episode of Who Done It, where we fucking, the Cat and Alfie pairing, even when they were supposed to be happy, they were fucking shit. Like, they never knew how to let them just exist and be fine. Because it was always Alfie going too far. It was always Cat not telling the whole truth. It was dark.
I feel like the problem with like Cat and Alfie is there is a roof on them, if that makes sense. The roof is 2003, 2005 section. Yeah. So like no matter what, when they're going, oh, they're happy, it's never going to reach that same height because it's like you've been there, lad. You've been there. What's the point? Like, you're still trying to go up, but you've literally hit the ceiling, metaphorically. And it's like, you can't keep going up because you'll just keep hitting the ceiling. And that's my problem with the Whodunit. Is like, we're watching Cat and Alfie, and you can tell even at this point, the fucking writers haven't no clue what to do with them. They're just like, Alfie, be charming. Cat, be fucking miserable.
Yeah, I think it's kind of, it's like, I don't know, usually, and I don't know if this is too weird, but like, you know that there are always those group of friends, but there's always that one like section of the group of friends that has to do an activity, you know. They have to like, oh yeah, what are we doing? Oh, you going to the cinema? Yeah, all right, that's fucking it. They have to have an extra reason to actually do something. And I feel like EastEnders struggles to do that. Like, not even necessarily that, but I feel like EastEnders struggles to just let couples exist, but still interact as couples. I mean, Ben and Callum are the biggest example of it, where it's like, yeah, they're together, but, you know, they just exist. They're basically roommates at this point. And, you know, I've seen a lot of people saying, like, oh, you know, like, I understand that with Ben, there's probably not going to be that, probably not going to want to be intimate, because, you know, fucking a lot of trauma there. But also, like, that's not really the issue here. It's just, I don't know. They're not very good at showing that people are in love as such. And that's kind of a bit of a fucking nuisance because, like, nobody wants a couple to just be roommates. It's like in the fucking early 2000s where it's like, just like if there was any like lesbian stuff, just really good friends, and it just never showed anything because we can't show that on television, on primetime television, and that's honestly I think the biggest issue where they build up the bond. They set it up at the top of the hill, and then they just slowly just tumble down as there's nowhere higher to climb. Because,
but just to add on to that, my problem is, the reason why there's no ulterior motive to quote a song is because Cat, you haven't given Cat that fucking special person, because every special person you go, yeah, he's a douchebag. Oh, is this one nice? No, he cheats on her. Is this one nice? No, he said you're the reason you got groomed. Oh, So it's like, is there any man for Cat? Well, there's Alfie. Okay, who else? There's Alfie. Okay, who else? There's Alfie. And it's like,
But I suppose like that's where the interesting bit goes. But I mean, I suppose just to finish up my point though, it's like Jacob's Ladder. Or obviously Jacob's Ladder is the whole thing where it's trying to climb to heaven, but each step as you run out of resources has to be slightly like higher up and slightly harder to get to because you don't have as much fucking resources to fucking build up there. I once fucking went on those things. I don't like heights. It scared the shit out of me. But also because it's one of those harnesses and I was wearing some joggers, just fucking like triangulate my fucking penis. Fucking yeah, I'm fucking here, boys. It's like fuck's sake. I got some DMs after that one though. That's hey Ash, that's yeah, wow. Yeah, I was like, yeah, cheers boys. That was fun. Out of a shit week. Regardless. It's harder to it's not even an issue with just soaps, you know? It's like anything. You build up this big arc, and sometimes the chase is more fun than the fucking finish. Like, you know, like, oh, they've done it. They've made it here. Yeah, over. It's over. And then, like, say it's a TV show, the next season, they're just getting along with things now. And it's just like, that's, you know, you don't need to make it bottle. Just make them do stuff together. That's all you need to do. But
Cat and Alfie are like an apple and orange. Are just left out in the sun for too long. And it's like, I can have this apple or orange. It's gone ripe. Oh, no. It's bruised. Oh, it's bitter. Oh, no, there's another apple and orange. Oh, it's the same. Bill and Sharon. Like Guinness and Red Bull.
Yeah, it's like, and I don't hate it because, look, I don't like Sharon and Phil together. I thought that the Sharon and Phil 2019 like kind of ending was probably fitting because ultimately at that point it felt like a loveless marriage and Sharon wanted Phil to love her, but Phil was only ever gonna choose Phil, you know. And this is kind of pretty much how Phil's like relationship with Kat ended, as Phil felt sorry for himself, slept with Emma, and then Kat went, well, why the fuck didn't you tell me, you know? Like, you fucking held it from me this entire time. And it's just, you know, you can see the ways they're building to it, where once again, Alfie's choosing Linda, Kat's choosing Nish. It's the obstacle in the way of the fucking, like, top, you know? It's how to get around it. And it'll take time and it'll build. We'll see little fucking bits in between of like, oh, you know, oh, that was a nice scene. Oh, but they're back in their fucking mold again. And they fucking can't be bothered. Like, well, they'll tease it and they'll tease it. And then eventually it'll happen. And then it'll be lovely. And then they'll fucking be in like fucking, I don't know, just...
I personally think they're going in the wrong direction because Kat's obviously sleeping with Nish to get back at Phil.
Yeah.
So the obvious reason should be Phil should shag Alfie.
Very true. The one thing that I missed last week, and I don't know why, I was just very distracted. Fucking is obviously Kat is now with Nish, and Nish is like, oh, yo, she has a cab office and the laundrette. Fucking all right, here we go. Let's fucking cook, boys. That's 2 more businesses I can steal. And I don't know, it somehow was missing on me because I was talking with my brother and he was like, mate, you said 20% romance, 80% usefulness. And I was like, oh, oh yeah, he is just using her for her like built businesses.
Wait, isn't the taxi office just in the fucking back of the laundrette?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, you need a back office for something.
Yeah, but that's obviously where they go to have a shag most times.
No, I don't think so.
dirty shag. What's that noise here in the background? Oh, Jesus.
What's he
wash
got?
machine.
A fucking chainsaw?
Who's the fucking man, cat? Who's the man?
What's happening there? But I suppose to fully answer the question of this video is, do you believe that Cat and Alfie and Phil and Sharon are the end goal?
For Phil and Sharon, I guess so. For Cat and Alfie, please no, because whenever I just can't go back to 28. I know I bring it up all the time, but I bring it up to talk about it, but I just can't. I can't. After fucking 2018, I'm like, do not put me in there. No, do not. There's a grizzly line in there. Please, no, please, no. I'll do anything. I promise, I'll do anything.
It's like Crazy Eddie. It's like, take it off, for Cat. Oh, I'll have to show you that after the recording. But it's a banger. Do I think it's end goal? I've been given the one thing I found funny is in one of the comments, fucking Clenshaw was compared to Starmer in the idea that he can do nothing wrong, which isn't true at all. Like, also, Dear Starmer's not really the blueprint of it does nothing wrong. Fuck the Tories, but I'm also not a fucking raging Starmer fan. But I do love Chris Clenshaw. But point being that obviously everybody expected with Chris Clenshaw kind of loving a lot of the 90s stuff and kind of trying to rebuild a lot of the dynamics from more classic EastEnders, a more family-focused show. And taking a lot of inspiration from the 90s and the early 2000s. Obviously, you would imagine that he thinks that Sharon and Phil should be together and Cat and Alfie should be together. And that's why we've slowly been seeing this like almost status quo, as people have dubbed it, as okay, they're going to get back together at some point. I would be fine with Cat and Alfie being back together, because look, you need to fucking just push yourself as far away from that 2018 period possible. And if that's not the lasting fucking like thing of Cat and Alfie at this point, I will be fucking happy, because I despise that fucking angle. I despise that storyline. And if we can just push ourselves away from that and not leave that as the last fucking tale of Cat and Alfie. And with Sharon and Phil, I think that Phil has done a good job of being able to act this year, and I think that it's been a much more fun dynamic. But obviously, Phil's his worst enemy, and he's probably just gonna fuck up and try to take Albie away, and not gonna be nice about it, because he's gonna have a self-destructive cycle, and it'll fucking have a meltdown. Is Linda and Alfie the end game? No.
Nick's gonna come back at some point.
And Cat and Nish, yeah. Like I said, my brother's been watching EastEnders for the last nearly like 2 months now, and he's just like, "Can we just be done with Cat and Nish, please? Please, I've had enough. I don't like him." And I agree with them, because obviously, like, we're protective of these longer running characters, because, you know, we spent a lot of time with them, appreciate them. Like, and it's such a shame to see Cat continue to make bad decision after bad decision. And it's just like, oh, please, just fucking slow down a second. Alright? You don't need to be fucking surrounded by a fella. It's only been 2 days.
But about Linda and Mick, I hope Oh, it's like the boy cried wolf. We're gonna go. Nick's coming back. Nick's coming back. And then the day he comes back, it's like
We fucking told
he's
you.
back. He's back. But yeah, Kat and Alfie. Again, I just want this scenario. I know it won't happen because they like to think that Hayley Slater does not exist, or in the sense that she does exist, but shut up, don't mention her. But I would love if Hayley Slater, the minute Kat and Alfie get back or they get married, Hayley shows up with her child Cherry, and maybe that fat mother shows up as well, that evil cow.
Doesn't even deserve a name.
Don't even know her name.
The Bev.
Bev. Okay. And then we get Hayley and Alfie again, and that's the end goal. Not Kat and Alfie, Kat and Hayley. Come on. I know you pushed me down the stairs, Hayley, but my God, you're better than Kat. I like it when you push me down the stairs. What, Alf? Oh, nothing.
But there we are. Tell us who you think are the one true pairings, the OTPs, the ones who are the end game. And the answer is not Sonia and Reese, as much as I would have argued for it last year. They aren't, and honestly, I'd be happy if Reese just left this year. They either need to just do something with him or just make him fuck off. That's it. Just, it didn't work. Got weird. Had some funny moments at the start. Ended badly. But yeah, tell us who you think the only true couples are in the comment section. Make sure to, as I said before, comment on the videos, like the video, and subscribe. And notice, when I say subscribe, the little button goes all rainbowy and shit. It's fucking great. You seen this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? Oh,
wait, sorry. No, I haven't. Can you please tell me? I have not.
I just did. Instant dopamine hit. But there we are. So subscribe to the channel.
Also, when you like the button, a little blue thing pops up, a little cool animation.
Just start making shit. If you like the video, you get true. £7 million. I've liked it 17 times. Lambo's coming later. But as said before, if you do want to support the channel, go ahead over to join the YouTube memberships where you can get early access on the videos, which you haven't really figured out yet, but we all do. Go over to the Patreon where you can do a monthly donation, a coffee. If you buy us a coffee, a one-time donation. And as always, join us in the Discord where we do plan to do more things as time goes on. But as we're just getting back into things, we'll see how the fuck it goes. Thank you for watching this video. Join us in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.